Hi, it's Kit Finlow-Bates here, and yesterday I started talking about decentralized autonomous organizations, or DAOs, and I summarized them as small computer programs that have exclusive control over digital assets, but that are themselves controlled by a group of voters. And in that sense, they mimic the structures that we use for corporations in order to be able to manage the assets of those. And today I thought I would talk a bit about some of the problems that are encountered with DAOs, because there have been many in the past, and I'm sure there will continue to be problems in the future. And today's topic is specifically concerned with bugs. Now, any computer code longer than Hello World is going to contain bugs. At least in my experience as a test engineer, that is the case. And whereas for ordinary computer code, a bug may have moderately serious repercussions, such as not being able to make a phone call, or it may be frivolous. For example, you might get infinite lives in a game. When it comes to DeFi and blockchain code, the ramifications can be much more serious. Not at the level of a nuclear power station going out of control or something like that, but we're still talking about potentially millions of dollars worth of digital assets being siphoned off into the wallet of a malicious entity. And this is exactly what happened in the case of the first DAO, known as the DAO on the Ethereum blockchain. A hacker found a loophole in the code that allowed them to repeatedly make withdrawals from the DAO, because the DAO wasn't checking that they had the balance to do so. And the analogy here is one of a father who pays out pocket money on a Sunday, and a kid taking advantage of his core memory in order to go and get 2 or 3 lots of pocket money on one day. And I'm talking from personal experience here. So if you are going to get involved with the DAO, one of the things that's going to be required is that you check that the code has actually been properly implemented, and that there are no backdoors, i.e. malicious code included by the creators of the DAO to later conduct a scam, or that there aren't any inadvertent bugs in the code. And these can be surprisingly subtle bugs. There are cases where code has been audited by several different auditors, and where quite a few pairs of eyes have scanned over it, and yet a month or even a year later, a bug is uncovered and taken advantage of. So that is always something to keep in mind when it comes to any DeFi protocol or any kind of automation on a blockchain, but particularly for DAOs, because their structures can be quite complicated, and fundamentally they are there to handle large sums of money. So that's today's video on DAOs. Look out for the next one tomorrow, where I'll be examining problems in voting structures and incentivization. See you in the next video. Bye for now.